CarolineVencil.com here today to talk to you about your generic blog post. Do you need to make a brand new opt-in for it? The answer is no. Let's talk about what you can do instead to grow that email list, even if you have a very generic blog post that might not exactly be what it is that you're going to talk about. Let's go. What do I use for an opt-in for generic posts? I have a few blog posts that aren't technically what I usually talk about, but they usually get really great traffic. I don't have any opt-ins for them because I don't want to talk about the topics of that post. So what should I do? Okay, so let's talk about this scenario really quick because this is something that I have had happen, and I want to share this really quick story with you. So I have a post that has gone over the course of my blogging career since 2015. It goes up and down, but it kind of catches a viral wind every once in a while. It's about essential oils. I know. It's super crunchy and super 2015 and definitely not right now, but like bear with me, we're going somewhere. So it's all about essential oils. It does really well on Google. It does really well on Pinterest. I have no desire to talk about essential oils. What the point of the post is kind of like the dupes of essential oils. So instead of using an MLM brand that is super expensive, here's one that you can buy from Amazon for $6. That's kind of the nature of the post, are kind of exchanges and like the best essential oils. I have no desire to talk about essential oils for my blog. None. Actual zero. Literal zero. But what I do want to talk about are people who are looking for ways to save money, who are looking for dupes of products that they can use for themselves. So instead of having an opt-in on that post for essential oil bundle or like how to start using essential oils, which would be great if that's what you want to talk about, instead of doing that, I have one that's all about my favorite ways to save money. I have one that's all about shopping hacks, like an Amazon shopping hack, because those are the people who I want to sign up for my email list. If you don't want to talk about the topic of a blog post, do not make an opt-in for it. Like, do not do that. Because then even if you did have that post, you would have people signing up for your list who are really confused and like, what do I do with this piece of information? Like, I'm here for essential oil stuff and you're talking about finances? Like, that's 1 + 1 is 5 in this scenario, and that's not going to work. So that's kind of my big thing, is make sure that like before we even do anything, you do not have to make an opt-in for a more generic post. You do not have to go out of your way to create a lead magnet for that post that is specific to that niche if it's not something that you want to talk about. Period. Paragraph. End of discussion. You just don't. Now, I am still a huge fan of email marketing, and I do still think that collecting emails is really valuable, especially if you have a post that is going viral or does bring you in a ton of traffic, but it's not necessarily in your primary niche. So what do we do? Well, you can just take one of your most popular opt-ins and put it into that page. You can promote your regular opt-ins with it. Now, granted, I don't usually like, if you're thinking about like making a post similar to the one that I'm talking about, where it's like how to save money on essential oils, like maybe be a little bit more careful about the way that you're wording it to make sure that it kind of still brings in people who might be attracted to your primary niche, if you know what I mean. So if you're talking about budgeting, make sure you throw in some kind of thing about saving money or frugal living or about budgeting inside of the title so that people know what to expect when they're getting there. You don't just want to make a, the all-encompassing guide to essential oils if it's like that is not even kind of close to what you're going to talk about. Try to kind of tweak the post to make it fit inside of your niche a little bit more, just so that you can spin it a little bit easier to talk about that content. So yeah, I would absolutely not make a brand new opt-in. I would not make a specific opt-in if it's not a topic that you are going to talk about naturally inside of your emails each week. I would definitely just put in your regular opt-in. Absolutely. Just put in your regular opt-in in the top 25% of your blog post. You could have it as a hello bar at the top. You could have it as a pop-up. It doesn't particularly matter. Are you going to get the same kind of conversion rate with a regular post that you would with this one? Probably not. However, some is better than zero. Some is better than none. And you're also still protecting yourself from not having to nurture a list where you have nothing to say to these people. And not like in a bad way. Obviously, like we're not bad people here. Like we want to help all of the people. But we also know ourselves, and writing a specific newsletter for a tiny, tiny subsection of your audience is not your best use of your time. So let's just be honest about that. Find a opt-in, find a lead magnet that makes sense to fit inside of that post and put it in there. And that's it. Load it up with affiliate links if you want to. There's plenty of other options as far as like how you can monetize those blog posts other than just collecting emails, but do not make your own opt-in for that post specifically. That sounds absolutely exhausting. So save your time, save your energy, and just use what you already have on those posts. All right, guys, I hope that you learned a lot from that video. Remember to leave any questions in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more updates every single day. And check out the link in the description below. There's a bunch of them in there that are going to help you with your blogging, with your design, with everything. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.